Hi, I'm Madhu Vasudevan from the AWS By Doing team. Welcome to this educational video series AWS By Doing, wherein you can learn AWS cloud computing by following along with an AWS certified solutions architect. We acknowledge and thank the official AWS documentation material which we have used to produce this educational video. Although we will try to keep all resources consumed eligible for the free tier, ensuring that you are not charged or minimizing your charges is your responsibility. To minimize charges, remember to delete all created, that is chargeable resources after each session. This time, we will walk you through a hands-on lab on create and test a Lambda function, create a step function that uses Lambda, start a new execution, review step function execution. The cost for doing this hands-on is no charge, as step functions and Lambda functions are free tier eligible. Prerequisite AWS skill level, beginner with general understanding of Lambda and step function concepts. To set up a free tier eligible AWS account and a user with sufficient permissions, check out our video on Create Admin User. To begin, fire up a browser, preferably Google Chrome, and head to aws.amazon.com. Sign in to the AWS Management Console as a user with administrator credentials. We will create a Lambda function first. Your Lambda function receives input, that is a name, and returns a greeting that includes the input value. Ensure that your Lambda function is under the same AWS account and AWS region as your state machine. Just choose the nearest region. Open the Lambda console and choose Create a Function. In the Create Function section, choose Author from Scratch. In the Basic Information section, configure your Lambda function. For function name, enter Hello Function. Choose Create Function. When your Lambda function is created, make a note of its Amazon resource name or ARN in the upper right corner of the page. Copy this function, this code for the Lambda function into the function code section of the Hello Function page. This code assembles a greeting using the who field of the input data, which is provided by the event object passed into your function. You add input data for this function later when you start a new execution. The callback method returns the assembled greeting from your function. Choose Save. Next, we will test the Lambda function to see it in operation. For select a test event, choose Configure Test Event. And for event name, enter Hello Function. And replace the example data with this. The who entry corresponds to the event.who field in your Lambda function, completing the greeting. You will see the same input data when running the function as a step function task. Choose Create. On the Hello Function page, test your Lambda function using the new data. The results of the test are displayed at the top of the page. Expand details to see the output. So we got a hello AWS Lambda function. The who got substituted. Next, we will create a state machine, which will use this Lambda function. We'll use the step function console to create a state machine with a task state. Add a reference to your Lambda function in the task state. The Lambda function is invoked when an execution of the state machine reaches the task state. Open the step function console and choose Create a State Machine. On the Define State Machine page, choose Author with Code Snippets. For type, just choose Standard. And click Next. In the Specify Details page, enter a name for your state machine, like Lambda State Machine. Now we got to key in the code for the function. So go click on Previous, and on the definition, under this Define State Machine definition, modify the code to include the or call to the Lambda function. Modify the code as shown and plug in the ARN of the Lambda function that you just created. You can go back or open another browser tab for the Lambda function to retrieve the ARN. like so. Choose Next and create the state machine. So you have just successfully created your state machine. Now let us execute the state machine. After you create your state machine, you start an execution. On the Lambda state machine page, choose Start Execution. The new execution page is displayed. Optionally, to help identify your execution, you can specify an ID for it in the Enter an Execution Name box. If you don't enter an ID, Step Function generates a unique ID automatically. Who is the key name that your Lambda function uses to get the name of the person to greet. Choose Start Execution, and a new execution of your state machine starts, and a new page showing your running execution is displayed. To view the results of your execution, expand the Output section under Execution Details. And note that who has been substituted with AWS Step Functions, your input. Thus, your step function has called the Lambda function, and the output is displayed. The visual workflow also shows you the success or failed status. Green for success. And that is all for this session. Thanks for watching. Please give us a thumbs up to this video to encourage us. Share this video with your friends and colleagues. Also, subscribe to this channel, AWS By Doing, and we will update you regularly with our latest and greatest offerings. Write in a comment of what you liked and how we can improve. Happy cloud computing. And we will see you again in the next episode from the AWS By Doing team.